and a warm welcome to the AI with Arun show. The way you interact with your computer will fundamentally change forever. OpenAI has just executed a multi-billion-dollar maneuver that shifts the entire AI war. This is no longer a battle over who has the best chatbot. It's a battle for control over your operating system. OpenAI's acquisition of Sky turns the passive LLM into an omniscient digital operator on your desktop. One that is capable of seeing your screen, controlling all your native apps, and executing complex tasks without you clicking a single button. How does that sound? This move has created a 2 year competitive window that will define the future of Apple, Microsoft, and Google. But it also introduces a massive new privacy risk that every power user, developer, and executive needs to understand right now. If you want to know how you will be working in 6 months and what your company needs to do to survive the shift, keep listening because we're going to dive in more details. All right, so let's get started. So OpenAI has made a significant move by acquiring a company known as Software Applications Incorporated, SAI. What is this company known for? It's the developer behind the Sky AI interface. Now, this is not just a simple talent grab. It's a strategic acquisition aimed at moving beyond the browser and into the native desktop environment. The acquisition involves a 12-person team. It's not a 100-member team, it's a 12-member team joining the ChatGPT division. This team is critical because it includes former Apple engineers with deep expertise in the shortcuts automation framework. SAI was founded in 2023 and had secured $6.5 million in prior funding before the acquisition. The ultimate goal is to transform ChatGPT from a massive passive chatbot into an active collaborator. This means giving it the capability for multi-step task execution, essentially turning it into an ambient operating layer on Mac OS. The team's history with Apple's automation tool is a key factor in this deal, giving OpenAI a significant competitive advantage. The lineage dates back to 2017 when Apple acquired the Workflow app. Workflow was a popular app that allowed users to create powerful custom actions to automate tasks on iOS. The team behind it later departed Apple in 2023 to found SAI and build Sky. OpenAI acquired SAI in late 2025, effectively securing proprietary macOS expertise. This intimate knowledge of Mac architecture and automation is what we call as competitive moat, and that rivals will find it difficult to replicate quickly. Sky's technology introduces capabilities that define this new era of desktop AI. It fundamentally changes what an AI can do on your computer. So let's talk about it. Screen aware. Sky uses computer vision, which is a field of AI that trains computers to interpret and understand the visual world, to analyze live desktop content in real time. This means the AI can see what is on your screen. Then it's voice activated. It uses speech recognition to understand and process natural language commands. You can talk to it just like you would to a human being. Then multi-step actions are supported. This is a game changer. Sky can execute complex workflows across native applications. For example, the command, summarize this document and send it to John via mail, is understood in context, and Sky executes the entire multi-application workflow without you having to click anything. How does that sound? This acquisition signals a fundamental shift in AI capability from a simple chatbot to an operator. The traditional LLMs, large language models, like the original version of ChatGPT, mainly respond to prompts and generate text. Agentic AI, which is what Sky enables, is different. It understands your intent and then proceeds to execute a series of actions to fulfill that intent. With Sky integration, the AI is an assistant that gets things done across all your applications. OpenAI's timing is highly strategic, capitalizing on a competitive window created by Apple itself. So Apple announced its own AI-infused Siri back in June 2024, but its full launch has been delayed until spring 2026. This delay gives OpenAI a precious 2 years competitive window to establish market dominance. They're using Apple's own former automation experts to do it. OpenAI is targeting the high-value Mac user base, people like developers, designers, and knowledge workers, aiming to establish dominance before Apple's native AI solution launches. The acquisition of Sky combined with a prior product launch reveals OpenAI's strategy for complete control over the computing experience. Let's talk about ChatGPT Atlas. OpenAI launched an AI-powered browser called ChatGPT Atlas just a couple of days ago. AI with Arun show has a deep dive on ChatGPT Atlas, and you'll see the link of that video in the description below. Now, Atlas handles web navigation, form filling, online booking, automation, and other browser-based task execution. Sky integration provides the necessary native desktop control, extending the AI's capability beyond the browser. This includes system-level application control and cross-app workflow automation. Now imagine the power of these two working together. They offer complete control over the entire Apple computing experience, both the web and the native operating system. This creates an end-to-end user experience for automation. The nature of the competition in the AI space is changing dramatically. The background is no longer solely about which large language model performs best. It's escalating to control over the operating system interface. OpenAI's Sky acquisition puts it at the forefront of this new battle, alongside Microsoft Copilot. This is the desktop agentic offensive. But the new capabilities of agentic AI introduce both massive productivity gains and serious new privacy concerns. Users gain true workflow automation, ambient desktop assistance, and multi-step task completion. This means no more context switching between apps to get a task done. But the privacy concerns remain. The underlying technology requires continuous screen monitoring and cloud-connected data access. This raises the risk of sensitive document exposure and creates a trust deficit for security minded users. What are the critical success factors? For this technology to succeed, developers must build robust and transparent privacy controls with granular user permissions. The acquisition forces rivals to respond with their own strategic moves. What should Apple do? They must accelerate their foundation models, launch on device AI immediately to emphasize its inherent privacy advantage, and expand app intents adoption to allow more third-party app integration with its automation. Microsoft needs cross-platform expansion by developing a deeply integrated Copilot for macOS that can match Sky's new level of functionality. Google must elevate beyond the browser, extending Gemini to OS level abstraction and exploring deep Chrome OS integration. And OpenAI, their primary task is to build trust infrastructure by developing those transparent privacy controls and looking to expand to specialized verticals. OpenAI's move with Sky signals an irreversible. The future of computing will be defined by ambient natural language driven agents. AI competition is now defined by platform integration and OS control. With that, we come to the end of the show. Support our work by joining us as a member. And if you feel that you learned anything on this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the AI with Arun show. Thank you so much for watching.